My name is Muhamad Hanif Aiman bin Zamri, and the objective of our system is to provide an education service that is helpful towards school students in order to increase their understanding. Next objective is to help teachers by providing a platform that can be used for online learning and revision. To describe further about the system, it is basically an online learning system with technology-generated service that offers innovation, accessibility, and a platform to increase students' knowledge.
Hi, my name is Sania. People who involved in our system are school student and teacher. The resources that is needed in our system are study materials from syllabus, internet connection, and human technology skills. For the process, our system is a self-learning and assisted learning platform which will require students to register to our system. They select various type of courses and syllabus they want. They're able to answer a quiz at the end of every lesson. They can refer quiz history for continuous self-learning. Students also can assess different education level difficulty based on their progresses. Our system provides various types of online learning methods.
Hi, I'm Nayli. So for the technology that will be used in our system by the users, which is the school students, are their internet connection. They will need their internet connection such as Wi-Fi or mobile data. And for the hardware, they will need at least any mobile devices, or for a better experience, they can also use a laptop. Okay, so last but not least is on how do we determine the effectiveness of our system is by having the quiz function. This quiz function will require the students to answer the quizzes right after every lesson they have learned. Other than that, they can also review their quizzes from the quiz history if they want to revise, or for better understanding, they can also redo the quizzes in our system.
The next part is service strategy with service value proposition of our online learning system. So we have 6 attributes here, which are perceived quality, intrinsic attributes, extrinsic attributes, time, non-monetary price, and monetary price. So for the perceived quality, we give out and provide flexibility and easy access towards learning materials, and we also believe that we actually contribute to a good user experience. Moving on to the next part, which is intrinsic attributes. Our core is variety of courses and learning materials. We also provide a supplementary quiz and revision at the end of each learning session. Next one is intrinsic attributes, where we are an online-based learning system. We provide grades after each quiz taken, and also we have an interactive features of online learning platform. Next one is time. We give a flexible time of access towards the system. Users can enter to the system anytime they want, and the time spending at each phase like login, filling up students' details are reduced. We also use an automated login using Gmail to furthermore reduce the login time. We also give instant results and grades after each quiz. For the non-monetary price, it's a bit, our users they have little knowledge about usage of e-learning system since we just start using it more during this PKP, and also our users need to have a stable internet connection in order to access the platform. Lastly is the monetary price, where there is no fees required for users to use this learning platform, and all of our features and material contents are totally free to be used. The next part is the service strategy that we have chosen is focus strategy. We want to run a differentiation focus that is limited to only students and teachers as our target market. This is so that we can help to serve a better understanding of our customers, and since we run a differentiation focus, we able to fulfill the target market's needs and necessities since the market is narrowed down to a certain type of customer only.
Next is a brief on service engineering methodology. This SEEM model is a methodology that focuses on customer satisfaction and the provider's activity in total. It has also been used to ensure industrial applicability of the methodology. In particular, this methodology has been developed to guide the identification of customers' needs, to identify possible service systems to fulfill such needs, to identify the company activities and resources to implement such product service systems, and lastly is to re-engineer the service delivery process by providing a useful support while making decisions. As you can see from the figure shown, there are 4 phases in this methodology, which are customers' needs analysis, process prototyping, process validation, and offering identification and analysis. For the first phase in this methodology, which is customers' needs analysis, we have used persona to obtain a clear understanding of the customer's needs and requirements in terms of products, service, and expected performance. As shown in the figure, our persona is basically a school student aged from 7 to 17 years old. Their preferred methods of communication are physical communication and assisted learning. These persona main goals are to stop delaying tasks, to increase their understanding on a certain course, and to get good grades for the exams. These persona main responsibilities are to complete their homeworks on time and to revise for classes and also exam whenever they want to. These persona biggest challenges are they feel like they procrastinate a lot, they feel like the classroom size is too big and they cannot concentrate in class, and lastly they feel like the syllabus is getting more challenging day by day. This persona's motivation to use our system is that our system must be an ease of use, our system must be easily accessible, and our system must also have variety of courses and learning materials. We can find this type of persona from the social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and from lifestyle blogs which dedicated to school students. And last but not least is on how do these students make a decision to use our system. So they can decide on using our system by the Instagram influencers, from recommendations of teachers and friends, and from advertisements when they Google for their homework solutions. Next is phase 2, which is process prototyping. We have produced a service system concept tree under the requirements and specifications design. As shown in the figure, there are 4 elements in the tree, which are needs, wishes, solutions, and resources. In the resources, there are courses according to teaching syllabus, coding and development skills, and internet connection. These resources will then be used to create and implement the desired solutions of our problems. And by these solutions, it can actually be determined through the wishes of our users. These wishes are then need to be fulfilled from the school students' needs. In this case, the school students' needs are to have an easy access to the learning materials and to enhance their knowledge on a particular subject.
For the task 2 of process prototyping, we use service blueprint. Service blueprint is to visualize organization processes in order to optimize how our system delivers a user experience. Based on this service blueprint of our system, customer action include open the system, register for the new student, search for the course, choose courses, search for the learning material, study, open a new quiz, answer the quiz, revise the quiz, and log out. On-stage contact action, are directly and indirectly linked to the customer's action. The system will ask the customer to enter the input registration information, display a search course to the customer, help the customer to find the courses they are looking for, display the quiz and their score. As for the backstage action, the system processes the registration, retrieves the result of the searching course, retrieves the learning materials before displaying it to the customer, calculate and determine the score of the quiz, retrieves the quiz history and help the logout process. The support processes include anything that must occur for all the above to take place. Process for the system includes registration of customer into the system. History of this methodology is process validation. In this process, we can use process chain network. Process chain network is a tool that managers can use when designing service delivery system. This kind of logic evaluates the interaction between the service provider and customer. Figure 1 shows an example of process chain network diagram for our system. The direct interaction region includes process steps that involve the system interacting with another entity, such as student or customer. The surrogate interaction region includes the process step in which the system is acting on the resources coming from another entity without direct interaction. The independent processing region includes process steps that the system performs without interacting with another entity. The phase 4 in this methodology is offering identification and analysis. We use customer map journey is like an overview of the entire customer experience based on the customer's feeling, motivation, and question for each of these touch points. During the registration, the customer feels natural. The registration is simple and only need minimal information to register an account. In the login process, user also feels natural as during the login process, the loading time from login page to home page went smooth. The graph goes up as the customer feels happy as they can search for the course they want. The courses that customers search for are available in the system. The customer feels natural again when the customer is searching for the course material in the system. Variety of learning method provided and reading material in the system to help their study. The graph goes down as the customer feels natural again during the studying. The customer used the learning material to study that provided in the system. The notes provided are easier than reading the paragraph of information. The graph goes down to unhappy phase as the customer feel unhappy during answering the quiz. The quiz was too hard for the customer due to the difficulty chosen. The graph goes up again as the customer feels happy after revising the quiz. The quiz comes with the answer sheet to revise the answer. It helps the customer understand where the mistake made.
The last one is the effectiveness of the system. So the way we measure the effectiveness of the system is by having a simulation model. So we have a few steps here. So the first one is register. So the way we measure the effectiveness of the system with register function is user satisfied with the registration as the system only needs email to register. Next one is login, where user is satisfied with the login activity since the loading time is fast. Next one is searching courses, where user is happy with this function since there are a variety of learning methods, videos, and reading materials provided. User can also choose courses where they are happy. When choosing the courses, they have a lot of options to choose from. Next one is the search function, where user is also happy with this function since every single learning materials is provided. Next one is choosing the learning materials, like which one is the most suitable for the user, where the user itself is satisfied since this function allow user to see the learning materials after clicking on the button provided on the button. Next one is the study part.
So user is satisfied by studying using the learning materials provided, since the process of studying is made easy with these learning materials. Next one is open the quiz, where user is happy with that they can actually challenge their knowledge based on the courses they take. And next one is the answering the quiz, where this one is a bit downfall, where user feels a bit uneasy since this function as a quiz, there are questions that are a bit too hard to answer. And then we have the function of revise quiz, where user is happy since they can actually revise the answered quiz before with the correct answers. And lastly is the logout function, where user is satisfied with this function since the logout function works as intended.